Hey,
Go, Tom.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the HCAM 2020 Contested Races Candidates Debate. I'm HCAM News Director Tom Nappy, and I will be the moderator for tonight's debates. This year's debate is being done through Zoom to follow the social distancing guidelines due to the COVID-19 pandemic. This evening, we will hear from candidates in two contested races in this year's town election. First, we will have the select board race, and at 8 p.m., we will have contestants from the school committee race. Our format for these debates is simple. I will ask each candidate questions, and they will have 2 minutes to respond. The bell sound indicates 10 seconds remaining. If any candidate has a follow-up response to another candidate's comment, they can state they would like to comment. I will cue them, and they will have 1 minute for the comment. If I ask a follow-up question, the candidate will have 1 minute to respond. Following the question and answers, each candidate will have 1 minute each for a closing statement. The debate features candidates for the select board race, and this year we have two candidates running for one available seat, and the candidates include Amy Ritterbusch as well as John Coutinho. Before this program, we had an electronic coin flip. And who won that electronic coin flip, Jim?
Amy Ritterbusch won.
So Amy will answer the first question first, and the order will reverse for each following question. So we'll start off with question number one. And that question is, if elected, what are your top priorities? Amy, you may answer first.
If you had asked me 6 months ago, I think I would have said that the growth and development Hopkinton was my top priority. But now with this COVID situation, I think it's going to have to be the growth and development combined with the response to the COVID-19 situation and the effect it's going to have on our economy. So we're going to have to be very careful with our budgeting to make sure we're not spending too much and we're cutting and delaying, not cutting too much, but delaying expenses to make sure that we can pay for everything. Because nobody likes their taxes to go up, yet nobody wants their services to be cut. So budgeting is a top priority of mine. And I think transparency and better communication with the residents is another top priority. I think a little more outreach to the community, making sure they're aware of projects, how to communicate with the select board, how to find things on the town website, how to get engaged and involved if they are interested in an issue or just want to get involved. So those are my top priorities.
Okay, John, if elected, what are your top priorities?
Well, Tom, first I want to thank you, and I want to thank HCAM for your efforts to put this virtual debate together. Unfortunately, the online activities of some in our community have created a hostile environment for thoughtful and constructive political discourse, as well as vicious attacks, not only on my candidacy, but members of my family, including my innocent children. It seems that no matter how committed I am to our town of Hopkinton and how hard many try to focus on the needs of our community during these unprecedented public health and economic times, others just lash out on social media through their surrogates to divide our community in any way possible. Given the hostilities focused on partisan politics and the lack of legitimate debate in this campaign around the real issues facing Hopkinton for a volunteer position, I can no longer in good conscience participate in any discussion with those that allow this to happen. As such, I'm removing myself from their petty process and turning the campaign over to the voters of Hopkinton. And with all due respect to the organizers of this debate, that decision starts right now. I hope that the residents of Hopkinton recognize my extensive fiscal experience, my tireless work, my deep love and commitment to our community, and will vote for the best of Hopkinton on Monday, June 29th. Thank you and good night.
Okay. So it seems that John has left the debate. And, well, with only one candidate available, unfortunately, we will not be able to continue as of right now. So, unfortunately, we'll have to end tonight's select board debate. But coming up at 8 p.m., we'll have the 3 candidates for the school committee debate. So I just want to thank our candidates for participating. Thank you, Amy, and thank you, John. And we wish you the very best of luck on Monday, May 29th. But Amy, we will give you a closing comment. So is there anything you would like to say?
I guess I'm disappointed not to be able to debate the real issues with my opponent, but it's up to him. And of course, I want to stick with the FCC rules about you can't have a debate with one candidate. So that's fine. I think there's a lot of information about both of us on the internet and social media and in the papers. So I think everyone can get to know us that way, even though they couldn't get to know us in the debate. And I'm sorry if he felt that he was attacked on the online community. I don't know if it's appropriate for me to discuss that since he's left the debate. So I think I'll end that there. Thank you very much for trying to host the debate anyway. I appreciate it.
Okay, well, thank you for participating. And that will conclude tonight's select board debate. A big thank you to Amy and John, and also a big thank you to station manager Jim Cousins and the HCAM team for assisting in tonight's broadcast. We wish both candidates the very best of luck in this year's election and remind you to get out and vote. Hopkinton's annual town election has been rescheduled by the select board to June 29th, 2020. The town clerk encourages everyone to vote absentee or by mail. Also, I invite you to stay tuned for the school committee debate coming up at 8 p.m. For everyone here at HCAM, I'm Tom Nappy. Have a great night, everyone.